love baked apples. Love them, love them, love them. And when you get, sometimes we buy too many apples, we buy too many pears, we just buy too much fruit sometimes, and it gets to a point where you have to throw it away. So instead of throwing it away, I'm going to recommend that this is a pear that it needs to be eaten like now or cooked. So you can cook it. This is an apple corer, and I'm just going to gently core it. And take out, I have a spoon somewhere. This is a grapefruit spoon. It's got little ridges on the ends of it. And I'm going to utilize my grapefruit spoon to get the rest of that core out. Don't worry, I washed the pear. It might look brown on the outside. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Get the seeds out. This is a Granny Smith apple. Granny Smith apples are on the tart side. And they're really good for baking because they hold up their shape. But I'll tell you, you can get any apple you want. If you overbought apples and you've got a ton of them in your refrigerator, or they're getting a little crinkly, cook them and make them the way that I'm going to show you. I'm showing you to make them. I'm going to make this hole a little bigger so that I can dig out the seeds. And the bigger the hole, the more stuffing can go inside, which makes it even yummier. Okay, here we go. As soon as you get all the seeds out, we're good. I personally don't like Granny Smiths. They're not my favorite to eat raw, but I will eat them cooked. I will eat them cooked. Otherwise, raw. And this one is a Honey Crisp. Yeah, this one's a Honey Crisp. And this is a little difficult. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. The whole thing came off. I did not want the bottom out. See, I was able to do it on this one, not get the bottom out and my pear, but this one, it's okay. It'll be fine. Some of the stuffing will just leak out. I'm not too worried about it. Let's make some stuffing, right? Let's make some stuffing. I already made a batch earlier, so that's why that bowl looks the way it does. So we're going to get our ingredients. I'm going to melt my butter in the microwave. I don't hardly ever use the microwave, but sometimes you need to because I need melted butter. We're going to start with quick oats. A couple of tablespoons of quick oats. Here I have a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. Put that in there. Here I have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar monk fruit. Okay, Google, stop. Monk fruit is a fruit that's very sweet, but it does not elevate your blood glucose levels. And this is my favorite brand. So you can have something that's on the sweet side without, especially if you're diabetic. Okay, and I'm not saying that you are because I don't know you, but let's how this chicken is doing. If this chicken is done. Does anybody remember what the temperature needs to be on the chicken? I can swear I put that 15 seconds for that butter, but it was popping in there. So let's check this chicken. Who remembers the temperature for the chicken? Who remembers 165 is what it needs to be. If it's not at 165, back in the oven it goes. Okay. That one's good. And that one is what came to 180. Oh my gosh. This one is at 167. We're good. So these are cooked. I'm going to put them on the stove top for now because it's super duper hot. And okay. You know, a lot of multitasking going on when you're cooking. So where are we with our filling? I've got monk fruit in there, the quick oats, cinnamon, nutmeg, and salt. These are just a quarter cup of, half a cup of pecans, crushed pecans. You can do walnuts, you can do almonds, whatever you like. I like the softer nuts, like the walnuts or the pecans. Wonderful, wonderful flavor. And then we're going to use about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of vanilla. There's a farmer's market near me, and she makes her own vanilla with bourbon and vanilla beans and lets them sit for a year. It's really good. Okay. This is a little on the hot side, but it'll do because I put it in there 15 seconds. Went for a little longer. That's okay. That's okay. My husband ate these and he said, really like this thing. Can I have more of that? I stuffed all the apples with it. So now I have more and I'll let him eat it separately. Okay, just stuff it down there. You're going to put the oven on 350 and you're going to bake these for about 45 minutes. The pear is actually, because it's so ripe, going to cook quicker than anything else. Okay. Gonna cook quicker than anything else. Just stuff that up. And then on the bottom, you're gonna add a little water that helps the apples cook a little better. I'm gonna wash my hands, put that right in the oven, and I'll be right back. Should have put my gloves on again. You know, I didn't talk to you about the salmon. Salmon is omega-3 fatty acid, and it has a lot of omega-3s. It's really good for your brain. So highly recommend that. All right, this is going in the oven, 350, 45 minutes. Bake, 350, 45 minutes.